17 days of play.
Yeah.
Apart from anything else, you can't play well all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd like to play well in the final. There's a chance that it would build up to a crescendo, but you just can't play well all the time. It is a marathon of snooker. The semi-final was over 3 days. So 3 sessions,
Yes.
3 days of sessions. The final over 2 days. Now, somewhere down the line, it's just tough. It is a marathon. It's so long a period of time, and I don't know. There's plenty of people still in the room, right? Snooker fans to the nth degree. OK, there's plenty of people who are not bothered one way or the other. You might lose them as watchers, but snooker fans will still be involved.
And there's still an awful lot to play for these men. Let's go back to Clive and Dennis.
Dot is certain of an overnight lead, but of what proportions will it be? Three more frames to play this evening.
It's amazing how it's changed around again, Clive. We were talking about Peter's confidence was fully restored, and then that happened in that last frame, and now Graham Dott's got his confidence back. Peter's going to have to battle again. Talking about chess with balls, certainly that.
1.
Well, it was a shaker for Ebden to lose the last frame after he'd had a first-rate chance to win it, but we've just seen what winning the last frame has done for Dott. What a pot that was.
That could be very unlucky. Graham's expression tells you that.
8.
Played that well, but he was on the red next to the black. Watch the little cannon there, and then the other little nudge has blocked the path through to that one. There's still a pot on. You can get up past, take the one into the corner. Long pot, good queuing. Let's see how much confidence there is.
Graham Dott, 8.
It's even tougher to play a difficult shot when you were expecting to be on a much easier one.
I'm not sure what the boys in the studio, what their mindset was when they were playing. If I had got a 4-frame advantage, okay, you wanted to win every frame, but a 4-frame advantage, you just thought to yourself, if I can share the frames now, I'm going to be world champion.
Well, that's 2 long pots that Ebden has missed it in this frame.
And look at that gap that Graham has. If he misses the pink, he should pot the red, you would think. Seemed to hit that one a little harder than he needed.
One. 5.
Has he got away with it? He's covered that
Peter
one
Ebden,
that he
5.
missed, but there's one up into the left corner, another longish pot for Graham to go at. These are fairly comfortable pots, the one that Peter missed there, but when you're under the cosh they become more difficult.
Intended to hold for black, but because he missed the pot on the thin side, the cue ball has finished below the black and left Ebden a sitter.
One.
Ebden has missed 3 balls in this frame, which in his normal form he would pot,
8.
but if he keeps getting chances he won't keep missing.
Peter Ebden, 8.
His previous shot, he seemed to get into it. He left himself further away from this red than he could have been. I mean, these players are probably trying just a little bit too hard at the moment. It means so much to both of them, and sometimes you can try just that little bit too hard. What was it the great Steve Davis once said, Clive? You got to play as if it means everything, but at the same time it means nothing.
Slightly different. You've got to play as if it means nothing when it means everything.
I was fairly close, wasn't I, Clive? But look at the eyes there of Peter Ebden. Still fully focused, even with these misses that he's producing.
Well, the golden rule is concentrate on the next shot, not the last one. It's gone. You can't do anything about it.
I just wonder if Peter's 4 daughters are up watching this. They've had a long flight from Dubai. They've arrived for the final, or with Deborah, Peter's wife. I'm sure they're watching this, and it'll be very difficult to get off to sleep when your dad's out there playing in the final of the World Championship.
Ebden really should have covered this red with the bunch of reds.
He's got an angle on the brown here. Now, he could go into the bunch if he wants, but there is a red at the back of the pack. So he could come off the side cushion and just anywhere near the circle, he'd leave the one at the back. Depends how he's feeling. It's not bad, he's just
5.
a little bit stronger than he wanted, but it might work to his advantage. He can bring a few other reds into play, but he's got to make sure he gets onto the black or pink when he opens the reds. And that'll
6.
do very nicely.
Frame winning chance. Is he up to it?
Well, look where the white's finished.
Graham's
He's just
off
hit that
6.
so hard, he didn't need to hit it anywhere near with that pace.
Okay.
You can tell by his reaction that he's annoyed, and wow, that was a golden chance.
Well, strings of tension within him, drawn as tight as a violin. No way would he have played that shot like that in a normal situation.
One. Six. Seven.
Both players are vulnerable, so it's even more important than usual to leave a succession of easy shots.
12.
Can't quite see the pink spot from our position, but if he pots the pink, it still should be in the clear, you would imagine, otherwise he wouldn't have played for it. Let's have a look at how many pockets the pink's available into. Yeah, it's well in the clear.
19.
Available into left corner, right middle.
20.
I'm not going to say that this is a frame-winning chance because we've seen Peter miss a straightforward pink in the middle. It normally would be, but under the circumstances, things can go wrong.
$33.
32 in front. The three closest reds with colours
34.
will be more than enough.
$39.
Wow.
Peter Ebdon, 39.
That was the most difficult shot Ebdon left himself in that 39 break, but even so, it's one that he wouldn't normally miss.
Yeah.
And now we've got a kick to add to it. Okay, it hasn't deviated the red. It's just stopped the white somewhat shorter. But he's still okay. He can get down on the red that's next to the yellow. In fact, he's got a choice of reds to put play on here, so he should be okay. Anywhere along that line would do him. And he'd leave the red to the middle a little bit harder. He'd got the red up near the ball cushion.
7. 8.
Dot recognised that the run-through was a natural cannon and that he was certain to retain position on his colour. Chance to snatch this frame and go 6 frames in front.
13.
Played for the pink that time because the blue is awkward to get to the last red. The yellow's in the way, so he's left a good angle and he should be able to do it again here. Similar shot to the other one. Screw off that side cushion, miss the middle pocket. And he's played it well.
Okay, 19.
That shot shows you how big the snooker table is. A lot of people think they're a lot smaller. They're 12 foot by 6 foot, and that shot gives you the indication of just how big it is, the table.
$20. $23.
Dot has reduced his arrears to 15. But yellow to pink is only worth 20. So
25.
he will still need the black.
And if he does pinch this frame, we talked about the reaction when he won frame 9, walking back to his seat. Might get another little reaction, but he's got a few balls to pot yet before that happens.
$28. $32.
Just under hit that one. He's left it awkward for himself now. Little shake of the head tells you he's disappointed with the position. He's left the cue ball in. This white is running away.
37.
That was the best he could do because he just dropped it in dead weight. Big shot coming up. The white will automatically head over towards the black.
This is far from a certainty.
And where's it going to finish? He's got away with it somewhat.
37.
Another roll and the pink was right over the pocket. This is awkward. There is one little shot he could play. He could try the snooker behind the black, play the pink off the knuckle of the pocket.
Dot just hoping that he gets a chance.
Well, Peter's looking at the angle. I can't see that he could cut this in, but it's a very, very thin one. Well, he could cut it in. It looked much thinner than that.
6.
So, a chance of a respotted black. Peter 7 in front. Looks like a double to me.
It's in. Ebden takes a frame which could have gone either way on the black and reduces his arrears to 9-5.
Well, that was amazing, Clive. That pink looked a very thin snick in the end. Peter managed it and got the double. And we're going to show you a very interesting little sequence of shots here. It's an ultra motion new camera we've got, and if we knew what was going on with snooker balls years ago when we were playing, have a look at that white. It must have bounced at least 6 times. I mean, you just never realized that this sort of thing happened when you used to play the game. And this is modern technology, just showing you exactly what happens on a snooker table. Look at this, is when Peter miscued. But that is amazing, Clive. Do you not think that?
I do. You would never have any conception of that with the naked eye.
And can you imagine, you're out there playing and you just didn't realize what was going on?
It's very interesting stuff here, but John and Steve and I were talking about the fatigue that's going to surely set in with these men. They've had a gruelling journey to this final. They've had these epic semi-final matches over the last 3 days before they even get here. It's midnight, and suddenly they're still having to find something from somewhere. Peaks and troughs very definitely out there. Steve?
Yes, I mean, fitness comes into the equation, and perhaps, you know, like talking about like diet, food as well, body sugar levels, blood sugar levels, whether they're getting tired for those reasons. They haven't had anything to eat since probably about 6 o'clock, unless they have had something in the interval. So lots of discussion there. It's very tough on them, and you know, it's, without trying to be funny, this match